Hey gang, this is Vicki Kelly with Golden Rule Trades. I want to show you what our setups were today. Day was a little hard to read, really choppy. Remember on Fridays, it's one good trade and go away. So if it works out for you, the first good trade, you've made anywhere near your profit target, I always suggest that you stop there because Friday likes to waffle around. As you can see through here, it did exactly that for quite a while, almost over an hour. Um, so the setups, there are a couple different places you could have drawn your lines, and the opening is the toughest part to get an idea of which direction it's going to go, what's going to trigger off. That's why it's very important not to anticipate. So I had seen that we had a setup here pre-market. And so I was looking for it to go lower and be able to finish out this pattern here. Or I like to draw my lines where the dojis are. So I was looking for it to go clear down to here before it turned around. So that gave me a little bit of an indication of what it was going to do. The second thing that happened, I want you to notice, is this came down, this flipped our parsar, our parabolic SAR, but notice it didn't give us it didn't break through on this. And so we didn't have the setup here. And this game will not work well if you anticipate. And ask me how I know that? Yes, from experience. Even though it tried to turn around, it did not give us our 1, 2, 3 buy signal, and it did not give us any other confirmation other than this. So we did not take that long. So we again remembered that this still hadn't completed its pattern. So we were looking to the downside anyway. And the couple places you could have drawn your lines. This was not bad because it was a little less than 10 points, and that's about what the energy lines have been lately. So that would have been a decent place. Again, later on, I could have pulled that to there, to that doji, because I like to use those and see how far it would go with those as the energy lines. Now, either one of those would have worked out. I did take a stop out here because the way I do it is any close below, I get in wherever it closes or this line, whichever is the least. And so I would have gotten in here and just gotten stopped out here for a 10-point stop out, but I would have also re-entered when it came back through here and gotten my 15 points here. Because again, we're not wrong until it violates that line there. And it had not done that. It just went further than my stop allowed. And so 15 points there. So now we're up towards 5 points to the good. Of course, you have commissions and all that good stuff in there too. And sometimes you can't quite capture all those points. And then we could see that it went north here. Um, again, part art, part science with where you draw the lines. This was not a bad place to look because of the fact that it captured the hammer doji here. This went to the second line here, came back and retraced, which it likes to do. And then we got our confirmations here and here and pulled back just to this line so that we could enter in and get to the target line for 15 points. Had this not pulled back to there, we would have missed the trade, but it came back just to let us in. It was very nice of it to do that. And now we were up for the day with that 15 points. So at that point, I stopped because I know, again, it's Friday. It's a Friday before Fed week, which also tends to be difficult to trade. And that is where I would have stopped. There was one more setup you could have taken. And I'm going to show you this here. The further we go into the day, remember, the closer I put my lines, my energy lines. So remember, it likes to make a retracement move. So I used all of those as an indication of a retracement move. And that would have allowed us to capture 9 points here. And then, of course, that was right at 11:30. Now, we don't have to close out our positions at 11:30, but I like to, but we do have to stop looking for new trades at 11:30. So this one would have been a lot harder to see. Here's your confirmations, and that would have energy here. You would have waited till here to get in, would not have gotten stopped out, and it would have captured your points about there. So you did pretty good today for being a choppy day and a Friday. But it was a little difficult to see exactly what was setting up through here. There are other days it's much easier to see than it was today, but we did okay. So don't forget to check out the webinar. I'll link to it in the comments below. You have until Monday to sign up, but you want to sign up before Monday because there's a lot of information there. Although the plan is simple, I go into a lot of detail about how to draw the lines, where to draw the lines, when to draw the lines, and different things like that. So you're going to want to give it some time to be able to get through all the material before the live room on Monday. And we will be sending out the links to that on Sunday for the live room on Monday. But you have to be a student of the course in order to be able to join the live trading room. So please sign up. Give yourself the opportunity to look through the videos and then join us on Monday morning. I think we're going to have a great time and be able to make this journey together to a better future that we all want. And so I want you to be careful out there and good luck trading.